Hey there, all you beautiful clearance and penny shoppers. Easy penny shopping here, and this is part 2 for reselling. You guys have asked a lot about reselling, and so I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and throw this info out there, and I hope that it helps. If you missed part 1, these are definitely more common mistakes than you would think. And yes, I have a list on my hand because I always have a list on my hand. Okay, so today we are going to discuss growing your sales, whether it is online or your bulk sales, meaning flea markets, yard sales, festivals, swap meets, what have you. Also, making sure that you are promoting across different avenues for your selling. And lastly, how to get return customers and build your customer base to begin with. So this is for people starting out or people that have already been selling. I've done this for a number of years in multiple locations, and so it's one of those that I'm just sharing my information, my experience, what's gone well for me as far as the advertising aspect of it. You know, I come from business and corporate management, and so I have had years of experience with advertisement, whether it's literally signs on the road or channel letters, big neon things on buildings, or websites, flyers. I mean, you name it, I've done it. So that's where it's all coming from. And again, I just hope it helps. Let me know, per normal, give me feedback. Did you know all this already? Is this something that's going to be helpful? You know, I just like to hear some feedback. All right, let's get started. Doing it this way, I can still sell all year round, which I haven't been, and then get rid of more stuff. If we're not helping, we're hoarding, and we're going to fix this together, okay? Bulk sales, more people, promote your online side of it, and then you're going to get more bang for your buck, the most bang for your buck. Some of you have years of items to get rid of, and that's great. But it's also very overwhelming, but it also needs to be done because it is dragging us down. It is also not helping. It is hoarding. This is also like a pep talk to myself, just so you know. So you want to create your own sales page, whether that's on Facebook, Instagram, making a website, or TikTok. You'll figure out what's best. You're going to promote your items, your sales page on your individual personal page and any of your local sale pages. Let's talk about customer retention, getting return customers, all right? Because once people find you and they're getting good deals, they like your products, what have you, they're going to keep buying from you, all right? Whether it's in a public sale setting or an online sale setting. So, but the best way to meet the most people would obviously be in person, all right? Over the span of a few hours, you know, versus putting stuff out online for days and weeks at a time. You can get however many people come to a yard sale or a flea market that you talk to, you know, you can get hundreds of people in one day. And when I say you can get, okay, so here's how you would get. So basically, I'd always had yard sales off and on, right, my whole life. And especially after kids, you know, because I'm sorry, I'm one of those people, maybe it's the way I was raised, but no, I've never had a ton of money. And so anytime I've spent good money on something, it's like, you know, I'm going to help other people, but I'm also going to get some of that money back because he only wore those shoes for 3 hours, okay? And then they were too small. So it's kind of where I was, right? As a mom, it was like, okay, goodness gracious, these kids are expensive. So I've resold for a long time. And once I got into penny shopping and hidden clearance shopping, obviously that took it to a different level, okay? And this stuff does have to go somewhere. And it's definitely different now that I am on YouTube and I am, you know, making some of that money back as far as my actual shopping, gas, mileage, all that jazz. But that still doesn't get rid of all of the penny items or hidden clearance items that I purchase to make videos. Financially, not as difficult, right? But I still need to do something with it. And I am in a small area. So there are not a lot of options as far as donations. Now, I've thought through a lot, obviously, all the different things you can donate to, different facilities, different children's programs, different, I mean, you but there's still going to be things that you're like, what do I do with all of it? Or do you split it between 20 places, or can you just dump all of it off in one haul? But does that make it a problem for somebody else? I'm not one that likes to donate to big corporations. The whole giving back or helping, but they've also turned into corporations. And so I don't feel that is helping as much as I want to help. So mine's more about donating or literally reselling for $1. That's just how it goes for me now. But you still have to have people to buy off of you, right? You get them to your yard sales, or you get them to your online sales, and then spread the word about a yard sale or a flea market or what have you. And whenever you have an in-person sale, you need to give out business cards. Yes, business cards. Okay, so once I realized I had an obnoxious amount of penny and clearance fines that I needed to do something with, I decided to start selling online, okay? And not eBay, not Amazon, no. I mean, like local selling online. Friends, family, acquaintances. Again, I'm in a small area. So I decided to get the word out that because a lot of these people would come every summer, every spring, summer, fall to my yard sales, right? And so I wanted to let them know, hey, I'm going to be selling all year round now. And so I got business cards made. And Vistaprint, at the time, I haven't ordered business cards for a handful of years now, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, we've had our business cards for a while. But I did ones for like what I named my group and what my page was, phone number. I mean, you wouldn't have to put that on there, obviously. Again, I was more local area, so it was a little bit different. But, just having put a name on it, put your site, whether you decide to do it through Facebook or actually start an online page, that's up to you. But I found Facebook, it was a good spot for my age group, for the people that were more likely, I guess you would say, to buy. And so anyways, I started it on Facebook, and then as I had public sales, then I would include the business cards. So whether it was actually handing it to them and explaining it to them, or it was just in the sack with their stuff. So doing public sales and handing out business cards, putting business cards in the sacks or flyers or whatever you would want to do to promote the online sales, that's where it's at, all right? Because that way, in the beginning, yes, I was on a bunch of the community sale pages, right? But when you in Marketplace and such, and when you deal with that, you're dealing with a large group of people. Like, people from all over can see that, yeah? And then you also get a lot of the scams and the spams and the whatever other meats and stuff. And so, I'm a little bit of a weirdo about stranger danger. So I did that in the beginning, but once I got my base built up, then those are the people. I didn't have to publicly advertise everything out there. I was able to just advertise on my personal page, on my sale page, at my yard sales, or again, insert flea market, swap meet, whatever it may be. Promote the online sale. So then in between, like for me, obviously being in Indiana, I can't have yard sales all year round. I mean, I could, but you know, it's too cold for some of that. So you're going to do bulk sales to promote to hundreds of people. You want to do this at least one time a year. That's going to build your customer base, get you returning customers, and then you can sell all year round. I still have $20 to give away. Winner will be announced this Tuesday, Cash App or PayPal. So tell me, do you already have bulk sales? What type? Or are you wanting to start doing it? Next up will be more details about selling online and then bulk sale musts. Don't forget the first video.